First of all, I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all, and we'll see you exactly at New Year again. So, here we go. Finnair, a small Nordic airline with a snowy logo, a Santa sponsorship, and routes stretching from Lapland to Tokyo. For years, it was seen as the friendly little airline again, from Santa's home. Friendly until everything changed. Rising fuel prices, closed Russian airspace, and a global pandemic nearly grounded it for good. But somehow, Finnair fought back, using strategy, efficiency, and one of Europe's smartest, cheapest, most reliable long-haul networks. This is how Finnair avenged Santa. The Santa Airline era. For decades, Finnair leaned on its unique identity, the official airline of Santa Claus. It sold the image of snowy Lapland and magical Christmas skies. Indeed, flights from Asia to Europe often carried tourists eager to meet the man in red, and Finnair's spotless safety record and its Scandinavian Nordic service made it one of Europe's most respected small-ish flag carrier. Jesus Christ. The golden age of Asian connections. But Finnair's real success wasn't just branding. It was geography. Helsinki sits almost perfectly between East Asia and Western Europe. In the 2010s, Finnair built a super efficient network connecting cities like Tokyo, Beijing, and Seoul to London, Paris, and Berlin, and with other Scandinavian cities. Often the fastest one-stop option. It wasn't just a China airline indeed, but it was a smart one. Smooth cruise, fuel-efficient Airbus A350s, and quick 35-minute transfers made Finnair the short route between Europe and Asia. Crisis. The airspace closures and COVID-19. Then everything went on. In 2020, COVID-19 stopped travel overnight. Finnair's Asia network, the backbone of its profits, collapsed. Then, and just as travel began to recover, another blow. Russia closed its airspace due to the war in Ukraine. Finnair's most direct routes to Asia were suddenly impossible. Tokyo and Seoul flights had to fly hours longer, turning a 9-hour trip into a 13-hour trip detour. The airline that thrived on Arctic shortcuts lost its biggest advantage: the turning point. Many analysts said Finnair was finished, but the airline didn't give up. It slashed costs, renegotiated with staff, and rethought its model. Instead of chasing Asia, Finnair looked west. New long-haul routes opened to the United States of America, Dallas, Seattle, and even Chicago and more, using the same efficient A350s that once and still flew and fly to Asia. Finnair also expanded in India and the Middle East, partnering with Qatar Airways to build a new hub-to-hub connection through Doha. The smart, low-cost, long-haul hybrid model that somehow exists. Finnair's secret, operating as a premium low-cost hybrid. It's not as cheap as Ryanair, but much leaner than traditional legacy carriers. With a simple all-Airbus fleet, light catering, efficient ground handling, and digital-first service, Finnair managed to keep its fares low without losing quality. Its A350s with lighter seats and better fuel efficiency allows Finnair to undercut rivals on transatlantic and Indian routes, offering flatbeds and business class, yes, but still staying cheaper than Lufthansa or BA, British Airways, that is. Rebuilding the brand Cool, Clean, Nordic. Finnair leaned into its Finnish roots, minimalistic design, calm blue lighting, and local touches like blueberry juice service. It's amazing. It wasn't just about survival anymore. It was about identity. Yes. Finnair became the definition of Nordic efficiency again, quite modern, affordable, and surprisingly premium. Even without this Santo roots treasure back then, they've researched by now, obviously. I know, yes. Finnair proved that small airlines indeed can adapt by thinking smarter, not bigger. The Avenging Santa. Avenging Santa isn't literal, it's symbolic. Finnair lost its biggest routes back its Santa trade with Asia, but turned the setback into innovation, while the other flag carriers indeed struggled with old fleets and high costs. Finnair evolved into a nimble, cost-efficient, long-haul player. It avenged its losses not through luck, but through strategy. From Lapland to Los Angeles, the message was clear. You can't keep the airline of the North grounded forever. Outro. So next time we see that sleek white and blue Finnair jet climbing into the clouds, through the clouds, remember it's more than just an airline. It's a symbol of resilience from the world's coldest corner. Finnair Avenged Santa and proved that even from the frozen north, you can fly further than anyone ever imagined. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and see you all in 2026.